lens they could see him reaching for the camera to shut it off. The screen went black. Ubu reached for the controls with his upper left hand, hesitated, looked at his sister. "You want to see it again?" he asked. She looked at him with her wide, deep space eyes. She stroked the white cat in her lap without looking at him. The cat's purr seemed louder than her voice. "Erase it," she said. Ubu hesitated for a moment, his finger hovering above the erase button. He wanted the message to contain something worth remembering, some knowledge that would be of use, a final dying piece of wisdom that would help put his father into place, into some synthesis in which his life, their lives, his dying could all be understood. There was nothing. Nothing but the final sad crumbling of a mind run out of choices and no longer sane, backed into a corner it couldn't see a way out of. That and the inane request about Kitten. Ubu understood this, but his longing made him hesitate. There was an ache in his throat. He pressed the button. The little electric memory died without resistance, without a sound. The ache didn't fade. Beautiful Maria looked at him. "It wasn't unexpected," she said. She chewed a lip. "We knew he wouldn't last. That something was going to happen with him." She stood, gathered Maxim's 4 dangling limbs. Her long blue-black hair fell forward, shrouded her face. "I'm going to my compartment," she said. Ubu was still staring at the screen, his brows knit, wanting the wisdom to come. He turned to his sister. "Do you want some company?" She shook her head. "Later, maybe. Shall I call you when I put him out?" Beautiful Maria's hair shimmered like dark rain. "Yes, please." Ubu watched as she slipped out of the command cage. Then he turned back to the comm board again. A distant shudder came up from the floor, up the chair's single metal pillar, through Ubu's spine. A little misalignment in the ship's centrifuge, the huge bearings burning slowly, metal being shorn away slice by slice. Not critical, not yet. There were years to go before he'd have to really worry about it. The fuge droned around him. He'd have to fire his father out the airlock before the next singularity shoot. He stood and walked to his cabin, a humming metal shell on the second level of the fuge. The walls and ceiling were covered, every inch, with pictures he'd pasted up. Hollow star charts that brought constellations to within an inch of his nose. Pictures of nebulae, of black holes, of ships. People suited for vacuum, combat, exploration. Phil Mendoza looking gallant. Michiko Tanaka holding a sizer guitar in one hand, a pistol in the other. Hype people with painted eyes and lips like drops of bloody dew, gazing into the distance with unreachable longing. Alien creatures imagined or real. Pictures of death, of faceplates splattered with blood, of eyes gazing out in horror. Pictures of his father. Ubu sat on his rack and stared up at the ceiling, at the chaos of fading plastic. The images that had once had meaning for him and that now seemed pointless. A ridiculous, childish display of fantasy and longing, no longer a mirror of his mind. Suddenly his father was by him, sitting in a chair in the center of the compartment. Pasco was younger, his hair and beard neatly trimmed, confident, fit, like the father in the pictures Ubu had pasted to the ceiling. "Is something bothering you, son?" his father asked. "Is there anything I can help you with?" Ubu looked at his father and narrowed his eyes. "Get lost, Pop," he said. "You killed yourself, asshole." Pasco looked at him sadly for a moment. "I just wanted you to know that."